There are several cool videos from the Ableton website on playing chords with Push. Click here for an example. When you load an instrument other than a drum kit, Push defaults to this view, which is a view of the notes diatonic to the key of C. There's another fancy music word, diatonic. Diatonic means that we're referring to the notes in a specific key. In this case, it's C. B flat is not diatonic to the key of C. Only C, D, E, F, G, A, and B are. No black keys. And here they are, going all left to right. All of the blue notes here are C, so I will start on the lowest C pad. They can also be played in 3-finger combinations, like this. So, are we limited to the key of C? No. Tap this scale button and select a different key or mode. Notice how the blue pad sounds a different pitch? That's because we changed the tonic note, or the root of the key that we were in. Let's get back to C major for now. Let's play our root position C chord. We need 1, 3, and 5. So here's 1. The note next to it is 2, so we'll skip that and we'll find 3 right here. Moving up from 1, we find 5. So this triangle shape with the blue pad in the lower left-hand corner makes our C chord in root position. Remember the rule to create suspended chords? It's replace the third with either the 2 or the 4. This is easy on Push. The notes are right next to each other. So here's C sus2 and C sus4. Inversions are easy too. To put a root position chord into first inversion, we just need to move the root up an octave. Find the next highest blue pad, like this. The shape reminds me of how a knight moves in the game of chess. It's like a letter L with the blue pad at the top. Since the third is in the bass, it's easy to find the 4 and the 2 for suspension. A sus2 chord moves the third pad 1 to the left, and it forms a line like this. For a sus4 chord, move the third 1 pad to the right. A second inversion chord is like an upside down L with the blue pad in the middle. Notice that the first inversion and the second inversion chords both have the root and the fifth stacked up like this. The blue dot, the root, or C, on top, and the fifth, the G, on the bottom. This makes it really easy to move the third around. Observe the similarities here. Second inversion chord, sus2, sus4. First inversion chord, sus2, sus4. I'd like you to open your first chords project that you completed in your last lesson, where you recorded 4 bars of a C chord with some variations. If you lost it, just go ahead and record 4 bars of a C chord with different variations in each bar, like this. Now we're going to add a bass track using Push. Hit the right arrow on Push to switch to the next empty track in Ableton, and then go to the device menu. Head right on over to the bass menu and audition some sounds. I like this 26 bass sound. So the number 1 rule in creating your bass line is to put it in the correct register. This is pretty low, but I'd like to move it down an octave, just so I have this extra range down here. But be careful of going too low. The sound can really break up and just not be pleasant. So this is pretty low. This is good. I like this. Okay, so what to play? Ableton's website has some great information on creating bass lines. You can check that out here. For our project, I'd like you to focus on the root and the fifth of the C chord that we recorded. Remember, we did sus2 and sus4. The root and the fifth always stayed. We either filled in the middle with a 2, or a 3, or a 4. So 1 and 5 are totally valid notes to play here. When you're ready to record, get your metronome armed and hit record. Quantize if you like when you're done. Here we go. Okay, to put a finishing touch on it, I'm going to add some drums. Just go to the browser and find a drum kit you like. This is reliable. And drag it into the spot that says drop files and devices here. So my push display changed to drums, and I'm going to pop in a 4 on the floor beat. Save your project as first chords with bass, your name, and send it to me. Make sure that your bass is in the low register and that you're using C and G as your bass notes. Also, make sure you've added a drum track to your song. Good luck!